Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we are returning to Victoria 3. Last time around, we did conquer a little bit, our first foothold down here in the island of Borneo. Now we are facing the Polish secession, so let's see how that is going to turn out. In the meantime, I want to continue on our path of massaging our society a little bit. And what I would like to do is, under laws here, change the health system. That is one of the few ways how we can make the trade unions happier. It will screw a little bit with the industrialists, and I'm not too happy about that because currently they are giving us some good modifiers down here. But, you know, ultimately I think it's something that we need to do. We want the trade unions to be a little bit better. They will give us more manufacturing industries throughput. A and B, I think it's just a very good law because it's going to decrease the level of mortality a little bit, and that's going to be nice. That's going to make ultimately sure that we are going to have more population. We could also go for private health insurance, and it's actually slightly better, I think, because the mortality per wealth, which I think is the standard of living itself, that's 19 or around 20, so that would give us 6 percentage points reduction on average, whereas this only gives 5. Nevertheless, of course, the standard of living is kind of different for different stratas here, so probably this is going to be better on average. But yeah, we could go with this, but I think public health insurance is going to be a little bit better. For that, we're going to need to change up our government a little bit. Out goes the intelligentsia, in come the trade unions. Come on, guys. There we go, confirm. And then we're going to get under laws and change the health system here to this. It's going to take a while for that to be enacted, but it is what we can do. Right, with that being said, we do have a little bit of authority left, and I'm wondering whether there's anything that we should do with that. Let's try to suppress the petite bourgeoisie. I'm not entirely sure that's going to be viable, but we're going to try to do that anyway. Good. As you can see, I also changed up a couple of our trades. Not too big, I think. Right, stuff being deactivated. Yeah, the industrialists hate us all of a sudden, but on the other hand, the trade unionists love us, and I think that's pretty good because manufacturing throughput, that should be a huge boost to the standard of living, I think. We are going to face a bureaucratic shortfall. I don't think that's actually true. We are going to generate more of that by all of the government buildings that are currently being constructed, and that should be a-okay. We're also taking care of these things here. Bavaria is finishing up their rail infrastructure. Alsace-Loire actually has enough rail. It's just people are not working in that, so that's a bit of an issue. Right, and here we go. There is the Polish secession. We're going to talk about that in a second. And apparently Sweden has already abandoned us. That's a bit of an issue, and a couple of people are on the fence. Now, I'm kind of almost expecting that people like Russia and Austria are going to jump on the other side of the fence on this one, which would not honestly be that useful thematically. So, thematically, you would kind of expect that it's not in Russia's and Austria's favor to incite Polish nationalism, so I kind of think that's not something that should happen, but who knows. Okay, they got 68 divisions, and that's quite a couple of actually, but let's mobilize all of our generals. Why not? We do have some of them. Right, and then you guys can actually come here, so we're going to send some guys over there. All of the other ones are going to be on the western front, I guess, on the main front, whereas only some of them are going to be in Prussia. Yeah, and this system, this interface, I really wish there was just... See, one of the things I really hate is that they always need to make these lists, and it's not like a proper list where you can have sort of different columns. No, it needs to be this multi-line thing for each entry, which makes it really, really hard to scroll through everything, and it resets on the top of this, so you always need to scroll back down, and it's just such a hassle, and I don't know why they would do that. It's utterly ridiculous to me. See, and there we go. Russia is signing with the Polish uprising. That does not make a lot of sense to me. Right, but I'm thinking they're probably unlikely to Can I not add war goals against Russia now? Oh, that's unfortunate. Right. Well, in that sense, let's then take some of these guys. Do we have someone who's trench red artillery commander, syphilis, and mountain artillery commander? Yeah, you know what? Let's send you down here. And then we do want to have one guy over there. Maybe you. Okay. Yeah, of course the Russians are going to concentrate a lot more troops there. But I think that's going to be alright, ultimately. Our main focus is going to be to push in against Poland. And that should be a-okay. Again, this diplomatic play does not allow anything. That's unfortunate. I would have really liked to take the chance and beat down on the Russians a little bit. We're making a surprising amount of money here, but that's okay. Is Prussia isolated? Yeah, we guess so. Doesn't matter too much to me. This does matter a little bit more. We've got an ironclad shortage here. We are still exporting some. Oh yeah, because West Prussia is our place where we're building that. It's going to be alright. I think we're going to, hopefully going to be able to win this quickly. Law enforcement investment increase. That's nice. Yeah, we have a lot of bureaucracy over. That's pretty good. Okay, war has broken out. It's only the Russians. Let's quickly check on the other things here. So we've got the industrialists trying to preserve stuff. That's okay. Yeah. Right. I think we are pretty much alright. We don't need to do too much here. We've got the Admiral sitting here. Let's have you escort convoys here. I don't want them to be raided. But other than that, we're going to dial down on the speed here, but only a tiny bit, honestly. I think we're alright in this battle. So yeah, good push over here. This is something that we should win very easily. They only got a single division defending. They are trying to advance over here. Or are they? Do we see a battle over here? Don't think we do. No, there's one. And it's the Russians attacking, so they should be taking a lot of casualties, and they are. That's lovely. Good. I like to see that. This one seems to be a little bit harder. We are being pushed back here, but that's alright. If we can fight over here and overwhelm them from the east, then I think we're going to be alright. Did I call this the Eastern Front earlier? I think I did. Right, how about down here? Yeah. Okay, it seems like we can't push that easily against the Russians. So in that sense, it's annoying that I can't do that. Okay, rubber industry done. That's a rubber boom. That's lovely. It's going to give us a slightly better bonus there. That is something that I think we have seen in the Rhineland. In the textile mills, we are now using rubber, aren't we? Yes, we are. We've got a little bit of a shortage, but not that much, actually. And we are producing a lot of silk all of a sudden. Do we import silk? We do. And it's not making that much money anymore. Let's stop that. Okay, come on. Win over here. Good, good, good. Took up quite a bit of their territory. That should give us a nice ticking war score. Even though things aren't looking that great against the Russians. It's annoying that I can't change the orders there, and I really need to just hit the moment when that works out. Okay, that worked out well, but we are now facing a single front line here, so that's a little bit annoying. On the other hand, it means that East Prussia should not be isolated anymore, but it is. Curious. I did not expect that. Standard of living is decreasing there. Are these battles still going on? Yeah, well, somewhere we've got a battle. I can't see it right now, but we've got it somewhere. You should defend. You can't. Oh well. Right. This battle again going nowhere, but... And noticeably, these guys, of course, have the same technology as we do, so we don't have a technological advantage against the Polish here. France declaring Russia to be their rival, that's very, very good, because we would like these guys to be basically enemies, so we can play them against each other. Right, notice how our war support is much better than the Polish ones. And we're talking about health taxes. So we could spend a lot of money, make the industrialists unhappy, but get a lot more success chance. We could spend even more money, not screw up the capitalists, and get even more enactment success chance, or do nothing. We have some money left over. It's a lot, but let's do it. Right, how are we looking over here? Well, that battle was a dud. This one, we need you guys to actually defend, please. Okay, they are attacking now. I think... Ooh, no, we are not winning over here. Although we are inflicting a lot of casualties. And we will need to think about opium in the future. Because otherwise, what are we going to do? And again, these battles. Why are you only pulling in 13? If any of you guys know of any way how I can pull in more troops, please do let me know in the comments. I'm just so utterly frustrated by this. Because of course we're going to lose this battle. Of course we are. Fewer troops in this time frame, no chance. We're actually doing really badly over here too. I mean, yeah, they came in with a lot more troops, but that is so utterly frustrating to me. And notice how we've still got a deficit in a couple of things over here. So even though we conquered this territory, it still counts as isolated, which is interesting. Right, at least Poland is suffering a little bit because we have this occupied. But we are going to see Russia occupying a little bit of East Prussia soon. Which is a little bit reminding us of the... Yeah, it's not too bad though. Which is a little bit reminding me of the actual First World War, when the Russians did conquer a little bit of East Prussia early on. Yeah, but there we go. Okay, that has been dealt with. That's lovely to see. Even though we are still at war against Russia. And we've got a humongous battle going on here. Just started. We are certainly going to win this, but it's going to mean a lot of casualties. Probably for both sides. Yeah, even though we're winning, this is 5,000 dead. It's not a small thing. Right, can I ask you then to just propose this peace deal? Yeah, there we go. Okay, that was easy. Good. Okay, let's have that take over for a couple of moments here just to get things going. Posen seems to have a bit of a problem here in infrastructure, but I think that's because people will need to be rehired by the railway, which for some reason is not funded over here. Oh, and everything has been screwed up, hasn't it? Oh, that is so annoying. Guys, just go with the best stuff everywhere. Food industries, let's go for the best things. Urban center, government administration, I think you should be alright. No, you're not. Simple organization. Jesus, why would you do that to me? Why? Philosophy department, are we doing that on all of them? Let me actually check that. Urban. So, urban universities. Come on. Arts universities. Let's go for that. Right. Anything else here? I think we clicked through all of these things. Barracks. Bicycle messengers is something that we'll need to enact anyway. Construction sector, iron frame buildings. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, West Prussia then. You should probably be on electric sawmills, on rail transportation. Hardwood is fine. Steam donkeys is fine. Fishing wharfs. Yeah, steam trailers. Urban center. That's okay. Shipyards. You're producing military stuff, aren't you? You should be at least. ironclads. We still have a deficit here. So, well, it's going to be balancing out once your people are returning to their jobs. Uni, yeah, uni should be okay. Admin again. Yeah, that's cool. Barracks, construction sector, railway. Yeah, you're going to be all right in all of these things. Good. Okay, let's check on the market then. Ironclads are way too expensive, as are groceries. But I think with groceries, again, that's a question of these guys coming back to their workplaces. It's gonna take a while, to be honest, but it's gonna be alright, I think. Paying a lot for sugar. We have a little bit of a deficit there, but everything else should be okay. Good. Okay, so that has been dealt with, that Polish uprising. Taught Russia a little bit of a lesson there, hopefully, but we also noticed that we are facing way too many troublesome people when we are revolting, when they are revolting, and I think we are losing too many people. And I dislike that. I dislike that a lot, actually. Ooh, we will need to stop suppressing the petite bourgeoisie and do that again to the church. Because I really want them to be dropped into marginalized. Everyone else up there is fine. Deserve no health system. That's a low radicalism. You guys are all doing okay. Good. Okay, so let's talk about the issue that we are having with our military. Well, first off, well, it's under buildings, and I don't know why, but it is development. So first off, we can get to bicycle messages here, right? Well, I would love to get there, but it means that we're going to use a lot more rubber. But it's still better. And we are producing some rubber, so that's not that bit of an issue. Okay, let's go for that. I think I like that. Good. Now, the other issue that we're having with these guys is I would really like to get some field hospitals. For that, we would need 1,000 opium. Opium is something that we're just not really producing at all. And even if we were to try to import that, I think we'd see that there really isn't that much of a market for that. So yeah, we can buy very, very little. And that's an issue. I would like some more of that. So what we're actually going to do is, I think we're going to take a look and declare Egypt to be of our interest. And then, at some point, as soon as that has been established, sometimes takes a while, I don't know why. Well, I do know why it just takes a while, but I dislike that it takes a while because it just feels... It's an annoying thing. It should resolve quicker, I think. Right, so can I do that now? No. Okay. Well, then let's look at technology and think about what we're going to do next. So, military. Nothing that we can grab super quickly. 21 months. It's okay. Morale loss. That would be good things to develop in the future. And I'm also thinking about... No, not machine gunners. Where's that? Chemical weapon... Flamethrower companies, infiltrators. Infiltrators would be lovely. We would need wargaming for that. Morale loss, 21 months, and then 7 years. 7 years is quite a long time. So, no, I don't think we're going to do that for now. So, society, anything that we really need down here? Home Affairs Institution, that's good. Feminism is... immaterial, I think, for now. Construction sector, bit more infrastructure, that's nice-ish. Multilateral alliance is also super good. We would like to get France on our side in the end, so maybe. No. I think we're going to go to production, and we are going to start with the steam turbine, because I think I would like to electrify a lot of things, a lot more. Right. That being said, we have developed the threshing stuff. So let's look at a place like North Rhine. We've got a couple of people here. We are funding these things. That's alright. Urban centers. Why do we have 65,000 peasants if they're not working there? That I don't understand. Well, what I do understand is that we still got a shortage of coal, and an immense one. So I think we can build this up to level 80. That's going to be 30. How much do we need? I think 2 per level, right? Infrastructure, yeah. So that's going to be 60 more infrastructure that we're going to use over here. That means that we need at least 50 for railways. How much are we going to get per level here? So that's like 4 more, right? Yeah. Good. Let's get that going. And also, let's take a look at the wheat farms and get to this stuff over here. 25,000 people are going to be freed up for the labor pool. I like it. And you know what? In fact, we're going to do that just this way. I think it's just slightly easier. Right, there we go. I think that's all of them, right? It was only for that sort of stuff, not for the colonial things. Yeah. I think that's about right. Yeah, good. Rye farms. Let's use fertilizers. Are we fine here in terms of how much liquor we are producing? Yeah, seems alright. Grain. Yeah, we still are producing too much of that, but that's alright. Good. Feminism unlocked. There we go. Women in the workplace. Good-ish. Women's suffrage. Good-ish. But also strongly opposed by a lot of people, so that's just usually not that very good. Right. We are losing a lot of money now. It's temporary-ish. The thing is, we could reduce the government wages. Intelligentsia and petite bourgeoisie approval would go down. You dislike us, but you don't hate us anymore. You guys do like us a little bit. Society, technology cost, migration attraction. I like migration attraction. We might actually increase that. It would cost us a lot more. No, we're going to leave it as is. Right, and then we're going to start the diplomatic play to... not annex, conquer state. Lower Egypt. 20 infamy. A couple of people dislike us. But I think it's going to be alright. Good, there we go. Sweden is abandoning us again. Dislike that. No one is actively joining on their side yet. And Switzerland wishes an alliance. No. We now have public health insurance. Very lovely. Okay, that's great. Let's get over there and start building up that institution right away. Because less mortality is going to be very, very good. Okay. Which laws can we change? And the issue, I think, is that still our interest group, trade unions are... Oh, lovely. Cecilia Schmidt, or what was her name, has left, and we now got Ruprecht Hoffman here. Ruprecht is a communist, which means you oppose monarchy, but you also oppose presidential republic. But you don't have any opinion on voting. And that's good. Because that means we can probably start thinking about stuff like this. So we can go wealth voting. Intelligentsia, rule folk, and trade unions will love that. We could go for census suffrage. Junkers will hate that, and industrialists will hate that. So probably not. Or universal suffrage. Radicalize industrialists. Radicalize Junkers. Landed voting, industrialists will hate that. I'm leaning towards wealth voting. Simply because this is going to make a lot of people pretty happy. And it's not going to screw with the industrialists. In fact, it means the industrialists are going to become more powerful, and I want to continue using them. So Let's go for that. And we currently have the trade unions in. It would be slightly better to get the intelligentsia back into office, but I think we're going to be alright with this. There we go. Anyone super unhappy with us? No, not at all. That's actually good. Market access, this stuff, all kind of okay. Expensive stuff, coal, yeah, we're trying to deal with that. But yeah, that's okay. Good, good, good. Right, we are building up more stuff, including a lot of railway down there and coal. So that's lovely. France is establishing colonies. That's also good. How's this stuff going? No one joining on their side. They are fearful. We could start mobilizing. I don't want to do that yet. But you know what? I guess what we could do is try to mobilize just like one of these guys. Peace treaty. Oh, finally. And it looks like I don't see which one is which of these war things are accepted now. Looks like none. So that might be white peace. Yeah, the United States is not doing that well on this war. So, come on. Mobilize, come on. Egypt, what are you going to do? Oh, socialist demagogue, inspirational. Socialists are becoming more powerful here. Interesting. So, okay, Egypt is actually going for war here. So, let's take our navy and let's plan a naval invasion of our war goal with, I guess, Joachim von Boyen? No idea why not. The war goal here is we try to get this place because we can build opium plantations here. There's not that much that is where you can get this stuff, but here you can. You can also get tobacco, which is, I think, pretty lucrative for us. Sugar plantations are also nice. And down here, we've got the Nile River, which is also going to give us more agricultural throughput. So it's a good colony to have, I think. And we're certainly going to try to get this down here and hopefully be good enough with our units. That being said, I think now is a good place to put in a cut. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Do leave a like and everything, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.